Welcome to Tech Reimagined, where we explore how technology is shaping the future of business. At Glasshouse Systems, we've been helping companies run mission-critical workloads for over 31 years, delivering enterprise-grade solutions that businesses can trust. And as IBM Cloud's largest Power Virtual Server global partner, we focus on one thing: delivering the lowest possible risk when moving mission-critical workloads to the cloud. Today, let's have a real conversation about why we choose IBM Cloud, and only IBM Cloud, when it comes to Power and VMware Cloud Foundation workloads. For us, it comes down to a simple but crucial reality. Our customers run the systems that run the business. If these systems go down, the business goes down, and that's not an option. Our job is to move these workloads to the cloud with zero disruption, zero surprises, and the highest level of reliability possible. When it comes to Power and VMware, IBM Cloud is the only cloud where you can do a low-risk lift and shift migration without modifying your applications. That's a big deal. Why? Because rewriting and refactoring mission-critical applications into microservices is not a quick or inexpensive process. It can take years, often at a cost that's 10 times what was originally planned. Meanwhile, the business still has to operate, IT teams are still stretched thin, and hiring an army of consultants and developers just isn't feasible. We talk to IT leaders every single day, and the one thing we hear over and over again is that they're already at full capacity. They're trying to keep up with security, compliance, infrastructure, new business demands. It never stops. Now, on top of that, you're supposed to take on a massive, multi-year modernization project without extra budget, without extra staff. This is why we take a different approach. Instead of forcing companies into a costly rebuild, we use the best native technology available, whether that's Power for IBM I and AIX, or VMware Cloud Foundation for enterprise software-defined data center private clouds, without changing what already works. That's where IBM Cloud stands apart, and this is where you start to see the real advantages post-migration. Because most of these projects aren't about moving everything to the cloud all at once. They're hybrid. Some workloads stay on-prem, some move to the cloud. But because the core technologies remain the same, businesses can operate in a true hybrid environment with complete flexibility. Workloads and data can move seamlessly between on-prem and cloud because nothing breaks, nothing changes, it just works. And here's where hybrid really shines. Certain workloads, steady-state applications that don't change throughout the year, can stay on-prem to save costs. That is, all things being equal, and you have the talent and resources in place to do that. Otherwise, clients still move to the cloud, because the cloud eliminates risks. Meanwhile, test and dev, disaster recovery, and workloads that experience seasonal spikes move to the cloud. That way, you scale up when you need it, and turn it off when you don't, only paying for what you use. This is the best of all worlds. Optimized costs, optimized performance, optimized flexibility. But let's talk about what happens once you're in IBM Cloud. It's not just about migrating. It's about unlocking a level of capability that most businesses couldn't dream of achieving on their own. With 54 global data centers, all Category 4, you get the highest level of security and compliance built in. The IBM Cloud Network allows you to move data between data centers at no cost, something that competitors absolutely don't offer. And when you co-locate workloads within the same data center, you get latencies as low as 2.5 milliseconds. That changes everything. It means you can extend your reach globally, seamlessly, without having to invest millions in infrastructure. Let's be honest, unless you're a Fortune 50 company, you can't afford to replicate that kind of regional or global scale and resiliency on your own. You'd need to buy the hardware, hire the talent, and build the operations to support it. But with IBM Cloud, you get all of that as part of your cloud contract for a competitive monthly fee. And if that wasn't enough, we live in a digital-first world. Competing today means leveraging technology beyond just infrastructure. IBM Cloud gives you access to over 220 integrated services, everything from AI, analytics, and blockchain to the latest open-source development platforms and databases. This is how companies transform their IT, not just move it. So let's step back for a second. As an IT leader, you're being asked to cut costs while keeping SLAs the same, or improving them. You're being told to modernize, to do more with less, to be faster, more agile. Meanwhile, your team is already working at capacity. How do you make that happen? The answer isn't to rip and replace everything you've built. The answer is to move to the cloud in a way that makes sense, one that respects the reality of your mission-critical workloads, your budgets, and your operational constraints. That's why we choose IBM Cloud, and that's why at Glasshouse Systems, we help businesses make that transition with the lowest possible risk and the highest possible return. If you're wondering what's next for your IT operations, let's have that conversation. The cloud isn't just an option, it's the foundation for the future. But how you get there is what matters most. That's it for today's episode of Tech Reimagined. Subscribe, share, and let us know. What's your biggest IT challenge right now? Until next time, keep innovating